last time you Googled something? This morning? An hour ago? 5 minutes ago? Now imagine, you have never done that. Not once. Not because you couldn't afford a phone. Not because you lived in a remote village. But because your government decided that you are not allowed to know what the rest of the world knows. There are 26 million people living exactly like that. Right now, today. They cannot search Google. They cannot watch YouTube. They cannot text someone in another country. They cannot even travel to the next city without written government permission. This is not a story from 1984. This is North Korea in 2026. And today, I am going to show you what a single day looks like for someone trapped inside it. Every fact you are about to hear is verified by Human Rights Watch, the United Nations, and people who escaped and risked being shot doing it. Stay with me until the end, because what happens at midnight inside this country will genuinely disturb you. Part 1. 6 a.m. The morning. It is 6 a.m. in North Korea. A man wakes up in a small apartment in Pyongyang. Before he even gets out of bed, his entire life has already been decided. Not by his choices, not by his education, not by how hard he works, by his grandfather. North Korea runs on a system called Songbun. It is a hereditary loyalty score assigned at birth, based on how loyal your ancestors were to Kim Jong-un's family in the 1950s. If your grandfather supported the regime, you get a decent apartment, food rations, access to good schools. If he didn't, you are born at the bottom, and you will die at the bottom. Nothing you do changes it. This man's grandfather was a farmer with no political connections. So this man lives in a small room, earns the equivalent of $3.40 per day, and has no legal way to improve his situation. Meanwhile, 35 miles across the border in South Korea, the average person earns over $35,000 a year. Same language, same ethnicity, same peninsula. One of them has everything. One of them has almost nothing. Now our man gets up and looks for breakfast. But the government food distribution system, which was supposed to feed every North Korean citizen, has collapsed. People survive by trading in illegal black markets called Jangmadang, secret markets hidden from authorities. And in 2025, the government began cracking down on those too. In May 2025, farmers in South Hamgyong province went without food entirely during the spring shortage. In August, malnourished children were reported in multiple cities. This is not ancient history. This happened last year. Part 2, 8 a.m. Work by 8 a.m. Our man is at work, except he did not choose this job. The state assigned it, and leaving it without permission is not an option. The North Korean government calls this loyalty. The United Nations calls it forced labor. And it is not just adults. Children in North Korea are systematically sent to work by the government, unpaid. The regime openly describes it as a demonstration of loyalty to Kim Jong-un. If a child refuses, the punishment is severe. Now here is a detail that will stop you cold. North Korea sends workers abroad, to factories in China and Russia. These workers are supposed to earn wages, but according to a 2025 United Nations investigation, the government confiscates 80 to 90% of everything they earn. The workers themselves are left with barely enough to survive. Their passports are taken. Their movement is restricted. They work 12 to 14-hour days. They cannot quit. They cannot leave. One worker described conditions in Russia as, and I am quoting directly, worse than cattle. This is happening right now, in 2026. Part 3, 12 p.m., the phone crime. It is noon. Our man sits down to eat, a small bowl of rice, if he's lucky. And then something happens at the table next to him. A man quietly pulls out a phone, a Chinese phone, smuggled across the border. He's not browsing social media. He just wants to call his sister who escaped to China 3 years ago. Someone sees him. That call will cost him years of his life. In North Korea, using a foreign mobile phone is a serious crime. In February 2026 and June 2025, the government launched mass surveillance operations specifically to hunt down anyone with a Chinese phone. Secret police go door to door. Neighbors report neighbors. Speaking of neighbors, every neighborhood in North Korea is organized into surveillance units called Inminban, people's groups. Each group has a designated leader who reports directly to the state. Your neighbors are not just your neighbors. They are your monitors, and in 2025, the government passed new laws specifically designed to increase citizen reporting of suspicious behavior. What counts as suspicious? Watching a South Korean drama, listening to K-pop, wearing jeans that look too Western. In March 2025, 2 people in Haeju City were arrested specifically for watching South Korean television shows. Their sentence, up to 5 years of forced labor. Not for stealing, not for violence, for watching a TV show. Part 4, 3 p.m., the internet that doesn't exist. While you are watching this video right now, you have access to over 1.9 billion websites. You can read any newspaper in the world, watch any documentary, learn any language, talk to anyone on Earth. A North Korean citizen has access to exactly one network. It is called Kwangmyong, a domestic intranet controlled entirely by the state. It contains government-approved content only. No outside news, no foreign websites, no Google, no YouTube, no Wikipedia. Freedom House, the global democracy watchdog, scores North Korea 0 out of 40 on political rights. 0. And here is the fact that personally disturbs me the most. In June 2025, North Korea was wiped completely off the global internet for 9 hours. Not because of a cyber attack. Researchers believe it was an internal government operation, likely testing their ability to cut themselves off even further from the outside world. A country that already has almost no internet was practicing going completely dark. Part 5, midnight. The border. It is midnight. Our man is asleep. But along North Korea's northern border, where the Tumen River separates North Korea from China, a guard is standing in the dark. And that guard has a specific order: shoot on sight. Since 2020, North Korean border guards have been ordered to unconditionally shoot anyone attempting to cross without authorization. As of September 2025, that order remains active. It has never been lifted. For years, North Koreans would risk this crossing to escape. They would bribe guards, swim the frozen river in winter, run in the dark. Between 2006 and 2009, over 2,500 people per year made it out. In 2021, only 63 people escaped successfully. In 2025, 223 made it. But the crackdowns on the Chinese side have now closed even that route. Mass surveillance in China has eliminated the network of safe houses that once existed. Defector Yumi Kim described life inside this system in one sentence. Imagine living in a giant, invisible prison where you are never sure who is watching. Another defector, a textile factory worker named Ah Young, described her daily reality like this. We were barely given any money or rations from work. We were always hungry. These are not statistics. These are human beings. There is a satellite photograph taken at night of the Korean peninsula. South Korea glows. Cities blazing with light. Seoul, Busan, Incheon. one of the most connected, most developed nations on Earth. North Korea is almost completely dark. Not because there are no people. 26 million people live there. Dark, because a regime decided decades ago that controlling people matters more than lighting their lives. Our man from this morning, he will wake up tomorrow and do it all again. Same apartment, same assigned job, same hunger, same neighbors watching him, same border he cannot cross. He has never Googled his own name. He has never watched a YouTube video. He has never sent a message to someone in another country. He probably does not know this video exists. If this opened your eyes to something real, something the headlines never quite explain, subscribe to Erased Nations. Next week we go inside Iran, a country of 90 million people that the world thinks it understands, but doesn't. The truth is always more complicated and always more human.